The Sony Xperia T is the latest flagship smartphone from Sony, replacing the Xperia S. But is a bigger screen, a reworked UI and an all-new look and feel enough to entice customers away from iPhones and Galaxies? Sony has made some significant tweaks to the design since the Sony Xperia S. Instead of bold angular lines, it has a soft touch plastic back with curved edges and a handsome balance of matte and gloss. Volume and camera buttons are found on the right-hand side with a 3.5mm headphone jack up at the top. The Sony Xperia T's 4.55-inch display dominates. It's not quite as big as HTC One X or the Samsung Galaxy S3, though it should be ample for most. The 720p resolution makes viewing movies a pleasure, and off-angle viewing is pretty good as well. Text is sharp, and it's also one of the best LCDs for reading on, with a nice soft backlight. The Sony Xperia T runs Android 4.0 or Ice Cream Sandwich, overlaid with Sony's custom user interface. Now this is pretty standard Android, but has a host of additional attractive widgets and a selection of silky themes. The keyboard is one of the best we've seen from any phone manufacturer about, with a step-by-step guide to make it as customized for your needs as possible. The Sony Xperia T also has a 13-megapixel camera with a new Exmor R for Mobile CMOS sensor. It's fast, focusing quickly, capturing detailed photos with a good amount of dynamic range. That said, when we examined the photos closely, we did see a fair bit more noise than some of the high-end competition. 1080p video looks smooth and detailed, with the screen being great for viewing it back on. With 16GB of internal memory, you can expand it via microSD, giving you ample storage. Connectivity options include Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi Direct, DLNA, NFC, HDMI via an MHL port, and HSPA+, but it doesn't have 4G. Web browsing is excellent. The dual-core 1.5 GHz Qualcomm processor ensures it remains fast throughout browsing and the general UI, as well as 3D gaming. That said, a few elements of the user interface do stutter on occasion. Sadly though, it isn't all roses for the T. It's let down heavily by its subpar battery life. Browse the web, take some photos, watch movies, in short, use the phone for all the things it's good at, and you'll need to charge it mid to late afternoon. It's simply not good enough. Overall though, the Sony Xperia T is a fantastic phone with a great screen, lovely camera and beautiful design. And at around £400 SIM-free, it's competitively priced next to other Android flagships. Just be prepared to charge it regularly.